think I actually on. Well, I can't. I'm trying to go. Hi, everybody. This is Palm Springs Cindy. It's very late. I was watching The Chosen season 4. I watched episodes 1, 2, and 3. Oh my gosh, it's so good. But I'm going live because I have not uploaded in so long, and I'm very upset about it because I have not been feeling well. And actually tomorrow I'm going to the doctor again. I have an 8:30 doctor appointment, 8:30 in the morning, and I just have, you can see it in my face. I have not been well. Certainly not, people are writing in. I know the orientation is wrong on this, but it wouldn't let me videotape if the other way. So I don't know. And I'm too tired, too tired. And I'm just too tired I played around with it to try to get it the right landscape direction, but I just couldn't do it. I'm going on here live. I'm going on here cold. I don't have really anything written down. I don't have really anything to talk about except to say the reason I have not been on is because I am not feeling well. So just today and a few days ago, I did venture out, and when I came home, I was exhausted. If someone comes over for a little while, that's fine. I've been meeting some people at the clubhouse for like lunch or to say hello, maybe like kind of to get out of the house. And I don't think I'm contagious because you know what? I don't even know where to look on here. I'm not even sure where the camera is. I don't think I'm contagious because it's been about 5 weeks now that I have not felt well. And I think the lingering is just, I'm lingering because of the pollen in the air, the dust in the air, and my lungs are just aggravated. But I'm going to find out more tomorrow, going to my GP. Yes, a couple people have said, could your vitamin D be low? And it could be, although I'm not, not really doing anything, really doing anything differently than normal. So I don't know. I do have a couple things to share with you. Today, I'm doing some rearranging of furniture. And so I have a couple pretty vessels that needed some fresh greenery and, things to put in them. And so I have not been to Target in years. So I went to Target, and I was going to go to Hobby Lobby, but they're not open on Sundays. So I went to Target, and I'm going to share with you what I found and how expensive they were. Okay, first of all, this was the most expensive one. So I couldn't buy a lot of these. This one was $10. Now it's got some leaves, and it's full, put it that way. So I'll play with this. And then this one was in the same bin, and this one was $6. So you can see it's not as full. And then I got this, because these are sort of in style right now. This was $15. Now what I'd like, this is very stiff. What I'd like to do is put my steamer, I think this could come down a little bit more, is highlight saved to your channel. Video, am I still on? Did I go off? Oh no, I'm still on. I like to get my steamer, that I steam my clothes with, and steam these leaves, and then it really perks them up. So it's a good idea to do. It makes them, perks them up. It really brings out the color. It brings out the flavor, the green flavor. Okay, so another cute thing that I got. I saw these on Etsy. You know, I love folk art, and I love especially folk art from Mexico. So these came in a bundle of 5. So I'm going to share all 5 of them. They're called nichos, I think. Here's one. And then you're supposed to put these little doors open. And you can put a picture or something in there. They're made out of tin. So there's one. Here's another one. I think they're so cute. And I had a spot in my den, and I took something down from that spot, and it's like empty, and I keep looking at it thinking, I've got to put something there. I've got to put something there. Okay, and here's another one. Sweet. It says made in Mexico. Made in Mexico. And see, this has a back door. And then you open the back door, and you can put like a picture. That's one. And here's another one. Cute, huh? Back door opener. And then here's a teensy tiner. It looks like get out of Dodge. Actually, this is the top. So I'm going to put them, I have this spot. They're going to go like this. Bump, bump. And I think, I'm pretty sure I can do it by myself. Just a tiny little nail. And then, you know, this little guy. So that should be easy enough. So today I did something I probably shouldn't have done because it took a lot of energy, but I just went slowly, and I was so proud of myself. Proud of myself. I cleaned my sofa. I bought this cleaner. Let me see if I can. It's sitting right here. And so, you know, you feel it. They say don't put any cleaner in the tank. Spray cleaner on your sofa or the upholstery. And then this, I fill with really hot water, and then and it gets, oh my gosh, you can just see the dirt. I have to go over my sofa several times to get all the dirt off. And then it has a tank that collects the dirty water, and then the tank that, you know, that has the clean water in it. So I have not been getting I've been doing my own nails. I continue to do that. I'm so proud of myself again. And because I just hate getting my nails done at the nail salon. They're just so darn, hard-handed, heavy-handed. And that drill drives me crazy. Oh gosh, I'm getting all kinds of comments. But you know what? If I start reading them, then people complain. And Michael is having big ass. Oh, good to know. Good to know. Because I'm going to play with these. I'm going to get some of that green spongy stuff, that, you know, green floral stuff that you can put your the stems to these in, and to help place them correctly, I'll say. So I'm excited about that. I think it makes such a difference. You know, I went online, I went on YouTube, and I looked at pictures because it seems like when I put things in the vases, you know, it's like boom. But when I see pictures, you know, it's all so pretty. And I'm like, why aren't mine turning out like that? So I guess it's because I'm not using the right materials. Okay, let's see anything else. I'm continued to be obsessed with online mahjong, and then I get mad because I never win, but I won today about 3 times. Huge. Once again, unless you are if you're dealt 2 jokers, you have a very good chance of winning. But if you're not dealt a joker, forget it. And if you don't have a joker, if you don't get a joker somewhere in the game, kiss it goodbye. So, sometimes when I can tell, okay, all my chances of possibly winning are gone. All my dice are taken. And then I just stop the game and start over. Because, why wait for the computer to win? I'm not letting the computer keep winning. I'm looking around to say, what else can I talk about? I do have some footage that I've taken of Eric and I, of me driving, of the scenery, the environment around here. And I will post that. But anyway, this video is really just a quick video to say I feel part of why I don't feel well is because I'm heavy with the idea that I have not been posting. And so I know this is going to go wrong because it's going this way instead of this way, but what are you going to do? Once again, I went to Lowe's today I wanted to buy some pink geraniums. Do geraniums come in pink? Well, there are no geraniums. So I thought, well, because I have those bougainvillea in my backyard, so I thought, well, I want something in a couple pots to go with those the pink color of the bougainvillea. Well, forget it. But I did buy a couple pots of flowers. I'm going to put out on my patio, so that will jazz it up. I had to return. You guys, this is hysterical. Holy moly macanoli! I had something really large, piece of furniture, to return to Amazon. Actually, it was Wayfair. So I worked it out with Wayfair. I said, it's not the right color. I only pulled the corner of one of the boxes open to check the color. It wasn't the right color. So I said, everything else is still in the box. So they said, okay, well, just make sure everything's still in the box. Put the label. We're going to send you a label. Put the label on, and we will agree to a date for someone to come pick it up. Great. Doesn't that sound simple? No. Oh, no. So first of all, my printer does not work. So I had to go to Staples. Do you know 40 cents per minute? $1.60 something if you want to print something out. Well, forget it. I had to go through I thought I took pictures of the labels on my cell phone, but of course, could I find them? No. So I went through, I typed in Wayfair, and I was going down, scrolling, try to hit the email that had the labels. Well, okay, I finally found them. I printed them out, made a mistake, printed one out, thought it was this, but it was really that. Took me forever, and then, and all those little seconds are adding up. So anyway, I finally got my labels. And I was going to tape down that corner of the box that I opened. Well, forget it. It was just me. It was hotter than blazes outside. I was in my garage. I put the box down. I ended up like a suitcase almost. I ended up like sitting on it, pulling the cardboard over. Then all I had was that stupid blue painter's tape. Oh, forget it. But it's all I had, so I was determined to make it work. Well, it wasn't going to work. So I had to, and the Wayfair UPS guy was going to be there. So I drove down to Walgreens, and I got some that silver tape. I forget what it's called, senior moment. And I used that, but it was hysterical. I mean, it looked like a first grader taped that box back together. Who cares? I don't care. It was back together. And then I taped the labels on. I used the entire, it's the entire roll of that gray tape. The entire roll to do the box. And then I put the labels on. I didn't have any more of the heavy gray tape, so I used the blue painter's tape to tape the labels on. Oh my gosh, it looked ridiculous, redunkadonk. And so then I put, the boxes were as heavy could be. So I put them outside. Well, obviously I put them outside, but they were in my garage. So I put two of the big boxes, shoved them over to the left on the garage on the outside. And then I had three other big, long, flat boxes, pushed those on the other side of my garage because, yeah, I had to get my car out. So when the garage door went down, there were boxes here. I thought, okay, the UPS guy is going to see these boxes, but he's not going to see these. Well, wrong. All of a sudden, lo and behold, I got like 2 hours later, I think, I got an email that said, we've refunded your money. I was like, what? They've already been here? And so I walked outside. They sure shooting they had come, picked up the boxes. And so evidently my first grade tape job was good enough. Thank heavens. So, okay, so that was one of my crazy mishaps. And I don't know what I just got up a photo, a label. Yeah, I can't, because I don't have a printer. I told the lady, I said, my printer doesn't work. So she goes, well, you can go to the public library, do it for free. And you know what? I'm going to, because who knows how much money I spent at Staples getting printing out those stupid labels. They must be in cahoots with each other, the retailers and the label making people. I don't know. Okay, I'm rambling. It's so late. It's now 12:02 a.m. and I cannot wait to just wash my face and get in bed. P.S. I love you guys. I don't know where to look. Whether to look up here or whether to look at in the prompter. P.S. I love you guys. Mwah. I promise I'll put up videos that are much more coherent very soon. Until our next conversation. Hopefully it won't be so long. Okay, now I have no idea how to stop this live business. I think I hit the X.